The tech industry is rapidly advancing in artificial intelligence, and one controversial area that has emerged is the unauthorized use of voice actors' voices by AI companies. This issue gained particular traction when voiceover actors Paul and Lana, based in New York City, discovered that a tech company had cloned their voices using AI and sold them, possibly hundreds of thousands of times, without their permission. The story began innocuously enough with the couple driving through New York, listening to a podcast about the Hollywood writers' strike and how it might affect voiceover artists. In a twist of fate, the podcast episode featured an AI interview, but to Paul's shock, it was using his voice. Lana, initially skeptical, was convinced after scouring the internet and stumbling upon an AI-generated voice eerily similar to Paul's on a Berkeley-based text-to-speech platform called Lovo. Paul and Lana soon realized that their voices had likely been copied from recordings they had done for seemingly innocuous radio ads via a freelancing site. The ads were presented as being for research purposes and wouldn't be broadcast, so the couple had no reason to believe anything nefarious was at play. However, it became clear that these recordings were being used for more than what was stated, raising the question, how do you prove your voice was stolen? In response, Paul and Lana filed a class action lawsuit against Lovo, accusing the company of illegally cloning their voices and selling them without proper licensing or compensation. The lawsuit is based on what is known as rights of publicity, which protects the use of an individual's likeness, including their voice. The couple's situation is emblematic of a growing concern for voice actors, musicians, and other creatives who now face the threat of losing control over their work due to advancements in AI. Despite the accusations, Lovo has yet to respond publicly. While voice cloning technology has made significant advancements, voice actors argue that these AI-generated clones lack the nuance and emotional depth of a human performance, but the gap is closing fast. This lawsuit raises broader ethical concerns. How does one protect their voice in the digital age? The concept of ownership over a voice, something so inherently personal, is being challenged. While the law can safeguard someone's copyrighted material like a song or a piece of artwork, the boundaries become more blurred when it comes to voices. Could anyone simply claim, "That sounds like me," and demand compensation? At the heart of this issue is a philosophical debate about labor and value in an era of automation. Lana expressed how most people never anticipated AI would replace creative jobs. We envisioned AI folding laundry and cleaning homes, but the reality is more complex. It's not just low-skilled jobs being automated, high-status creative fields are now under threat as well. Some argue that these creative jobs are being targeted because they're considered desirable or meaningful, while traditionally it was the manual laborers who bore the brunt of technological innovation. This lawsuit is not an isolated incident. As AI continues to evolve, more artists are likely to come forward, demanding that their creative outputs, whether voices, songs, or other forms of intellectual property, are protected from exploitation. If companies like Lovo are allowed to use artists' work without consent, it raises troubling questions about the future of creative industries and the financial livelihoods of those who work within them. Paul and Lana's case also highlights the imbalance between powerful corporations and individual creators. These companies can afford to be silent or slow to respond, while the affected artists are forced to dedicate time and resources to fight for their rights. The case exposes an urgent need for stronger legal frameworks and clearer protections for voice actors and creatives in an AI-driven world. AI's rapid development is pushing society to confront uncomfortable truths about ownership, value, and creativity. While we may once have assumed automation would only impact low-skilled jobs, it is clear that no field is safe. The real issue may not be that AI is taking jobs, but that these jobs are essential for people to earn a living. At the core of this tension is a stark realization. When it comes to AI, the question isn't just about innovation, it's about survival.